Hi, it's Kathy from Raven Vintage. Welcome back to my craft room. We are working on this series with this Christmas journal. It's a vintage Christmas journal, and we are coming up with different ideas of things we can add to a journal. Simple projects. Some of them are more impactful than others. Some are interactive. Some are detachable. Some are glued in. So quite a variety here, and most of these you've seen before. Maybe there's a new one here or there. Yesterday we did, or earlier today, I'm doing two videos today. We did this surprise belly band. That was a lot of fun. We did these vellum Polaroid frames, and we did a bunting. So I have a few things today now that are very simple. One is I took one of the ephemera pieces from the kits, one of the Christmas kits, and it's going to go right here. And then this is also some of the background papers from the Christmas kits. And we're just going to do simple photo corners. So these are just simply triangles cut the same size. Just make sure I have 4 that are the same size, roughly. I think I measured these 4 right here. And I'll get rid of the other stuff so I don't get confused. Yes, so I just have 4, and we're just going to make pretend photo corners and affix this right here, just so that this color is kind of offset across. And I think that's going to look really nice. So I've inked the photo already, and now I'm just going to ink these quickly. So as you can guess, this is just simple. We're just going to glue them right onto the photo as if they were actual photo corners, even though they're faux photo corners. That's what we'll call these. So another quick way to use up your scraps, but add a little bit of interest to your journal. Tie in some of the colors. Just a quick little embellishment. Now I would likely not do something like this until like the very end when I'm doing the embellishing, but right now we're coming up with ideas of things to put in our journal, so we will add that now. Oh, look what I did. I dropped some glue on her. Oh dear. Sorry, lady. So in the comments, you guys have answered what you think this is, and I've had a couple people say it looks like baker's twine. I do think, however, it's a little bit thin for that. Crochet yarn, just cotton yarn, a spool, a ball. But one thing that popped up, because there's gold in it, is the fleck. So it was the gold fleck. I think that was kind of lingering in the back of my mind. Remember I said I think it's called something in particular. So it might not just be that it's a crochet yarn or it's really, really thin. But I think it's that gold fleck that was sticking in my head. But it does appear to be a cotton, and there's nothing written on the inside. It's not a big deal. It's not even important, but it just was stuck in my head like that. So I thought that looked really cute across from that page there. So we'll just add this to our little book page here. So that one was super, super simple. But look at how pretty. Very pretty. And just using up some little scraps, and look at how pretty that is framed. Okay, so photo corners, we'll cross that off the list. Hidden paper clips. And then I have an envelope. I wanted to do some envelope projects too. So remember we did a chevron a little while ago. It was very popular, a very popular one. I had a thought to open these up and remove this part of the envelope on the back too of the chevron. So by chevron, it's like this shape here with the flaps. That's what I think I'm going to do, just so that there's a little less bulk. And we also need to make sure this is going to fit in our journal. But it was just going to take off the sides here and get a nice straight edge. And then I will be removing that. It just occurred to me, why do I keep that? So there's that one. It's the flap that's the important part, right? We'll get these matched up after for size. But again, let's just get rid of this on the back two envelopes. It removes a little bit of bulk. Okay. So this is what I was thinking. When this gets glued onto the envelope in front of it, it's going to make the pocket when I glue the two sides on. So I don't need that. We can remove this little bit of bulk. Just occurred to me when I was thinking of doing this chevron thing. So I'll get rid of those. And these we could keep for pockets if you like. You do that. And then this one, I'll cut that, and then we'll get all of our points lined up and trim our sides. There. Whoop. So this is the one that will be in the front. So let's line up all of our peaks. It's good. And then I just want, see how we're a little, make sure everybody's the same width here. Looks good. Of course, this one will need to be glued shut. These two I want to cover with some paper, and I thought this is from the Christopher kit, and I thought it would be pretty for the inside of the envelopes. Okay, so those will be like that. So you open this one like this. This will be glued here like that. And then this is the final one that goes here. So I would like to do that, this one again. But now it's easy to glue on because it's open. See how far down that's going to come. Like that. Excellent. Okay, like that. Very good. And let's get this seam correct while we can. Some glue on here. Okay, I'm going to ink these up, and then we'll get it glued together. So stand by. Now we should decorate this front here before I glue those together. That'll make life easier. So I'm just taking some scraps here that I have. This one, this one, this one, this one. Let's see what we have. So I need to do the flaps. This will be the strip across the bottom here. And wherever that lands, that's where I will cut those off. I think I'll go this direction. We'll give it just a little wrap around there. Beautiful day. I thought, okay, I better get my grass cut. Hopefully it's the last time for the season. Should be now. It's so nice out. And my I only cut a little bit in my batteries batteries in my lawnmower need to be charged, so I'll have to finish that tomorrow, but that's okay. It was just nice to do as much as I did. Take my time. Don't want to cut it too short, with like a little bit of, be ready for when the frost comes. Okay, so that's nice. That folded over like that. We'll cut these off. So yeah, this is very eclectic, but all the colors are going to, like this little bit of bluey green here gets picked up there, and then that light color, it all just seems to go together. It doesn't matter what we do. Okay, well, we're going to do the best we can with what we have. Probably best if I go this way. Yeah. Okay, so I've decorated all of the pieces. So this is the front piece. Remember, we're going to glue that shut. And then these are the next two. So I can decide which order I want them in. We'll take a look and see what looks best. That's the same wallpaper, so I will switch those around. And it's the points that I'm matching up here for this chevron look. And then that will lay down in the journal like that. And then when these open, each one has a pocket. Okay, well, let's get this glued down. So these two, I'm trying to line them up. It could be the way I have my creases folded. So let's revisit those. Yeah, this one's a little off. There are some birds having a showdown or a fight out there, and they are loud. I don't know if you can hear them. Okay, but what I'll be looking for here is to glue, make a pocket. So I'm going to glue a thin bead along the sides and the bottom. Oops. And then add the next envelope. Move pretty quickly because I need to line things up well. I'm just judging this distance here. Looks pretty good. Just lining my points up, they look pretty good. And then the last envelope, same thing. Just going to be making a pocket. That, and then lay this guy in, and then see, just a little bit of time to maneuver things. And then it looks like I have a little bit of trimming to do. Just make sure we're glued shut. Let's make sure we have this pocket. And then this last envelope, of course, we will glue the sides closed again. That's okay, so there is our Chevron envelope package. Now we need to find a home for it and make sure it fits somewhere. So we were doing one signature at a time. It looks like she's going right here. Do it on the inside. I think I'll do it on the outside, like that. And then this will open, put something in. We could go this way as well. I guess this makes more sense because of the direction of this music note where it says love. Yeah, let's do that. Now you can of course make that another side loading pocket or something. I'm not going to. I'm just going to glue the whole thing down flat. But that a little bit removed a little bit of bulk. Just a little, it helps a little, every little bit helps, right? Now this journal is still quite light so far. I guess I've been working with book covers a lot lately and they always seem so heavy, but this was from a box board, which I don't normally do, but okay, very pretty. So that's project number 2 today. Using up pieces of scraps from the collage papers to make something absolutely beautiful. Oh, and I realized too, after we did the belly band project, that I did not put anything in behind the belly band. I thought of that after. Didn't really demonstrate that this actually is still a belly band, so yeah, something goes in there like that. I'll pick something more appropriate, like she's way too big obviously, but to go in behind. I have a feeling she's coming out here, but we shall see. We shall see. But yes, I'll find something to put in that belly band. And then project number 2, and then let's finish off today with that was the envelope, the chevron. I didn't even write it down. So chevron's done. I think we'll do clusters. No, let's do a hidden paper clip. Let's do that. To start with a large clustery type one that I can add something to. So basically going to cut this in half, or fold this in half. So I've got my, this will be quite a large one, but that's okay. I'm going to cut, let's call this the back, and I'm going to cut it a little bit shorter just so that it's easier to slide on to your paper. You don't have to do that, but, and another tip I learned was if you take a punch and do this, you can slide your paper clip down so you get it, still get a nice edge there. To wrap around that. That's going to cover, I needed to find something a little bit longer, so I'm going to use this music sheet or this one here. just do a rough cut. And then I wanted cardstock. Otherwise there's lots of paper there, but so I want something that's going to cover this so nice and long in the front. Wraps around the back. I can go really narrow here. Still looks like I could go a little shorter on this side, a little closer to the text. So that can go like this. And does that wrap around enough? Well, I guess I'm going to lose some of the verse. That's fine. That's completely fine. Okay. I'm good with that. So that's hidden down in there. What I'd like to do right now is round some of these corners. Just going to use the little guy here. That looks crooked, doesn't it? Around its shoulders and then at the back. There we go. Ink. That's really crooked, Kathy. Oh, probably just because I can't cut a straight line, that's all. That makes sense. Over here, Kathy's over here freestyling, and we know that's never a good idea. Okay. Okay. So far, a very, very basic paper clip. Okay. So let's just get the paper clip hidden. Yeah, that works really nice, just adding that little hole there and at the top so your paper clip can sink down beneath the fold. Then you don't get that bump. That's brilliant. Who told me that? Cheryl. I think it was Cheryl. Thank you for that, Cheryl. Great tip. And then we'll cover this up. It's just long enough at the back. Okay, let's get this on. And I'm going to grab some of that, just that cotton fabric I used earlier on the Polaroids. Are you wide enough? Yes. Yep. So let's do that. Now we can come back in later if we're going to be adding any greenery or any other sort of little embellishments that we want to add. That would be really cute stamped too, wouldn't it? So I like that. And then let's see if we can find a sentiment to go on there. Cute. All the way, Christmas spirit. Yeah, I think we'll do Jolly Old Saint Nick right here. These are just little washi type of sentiments. I know they're hard to see. A Christmas carol, a cup of good cheer, a little dash of Christmas cheer, a caroling we will go. All I want for Christmas is you. Christmas spirit, angels gather here. Bah humbug. Rejoice. Once upon a starry night. Feliz Navidad. Buon Natale. Joyeux Noel. St. Nicholas. Believe. Christmas blessings. Joy. Christmas joy. Deck the halls. Glad tidings. There's funny ones, cute ones. There's different languages. Naughty or nice. Oh, come all ye faithful. There's some religious ones. There's just Christmas tree, three wise men, up to snow good. Like there's a little, quite the mix there. And I feel like he needs something behind him. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to hold off because I'm not really sure what I want to do with that. Okay. What I might do though is make my corners a little more pronounced. Let's use the medium one. Like that idea. Okay, let's find a spot for you in the journal. So, next signature, please. So with that smaller backside there, it's just a lot easier to slide something on. So there's our hidden paper clip. Now, no doubt I'll do a couple more of those throughout the journal. Oh, maybe this would have been cute for the sentiment. Just a minute. Yeah, let's do that. I don't want to put it on here. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna wait now. But yes, there's a hidden paper clip. So I will do one more. I'll be quiet. I'll do one more quickly. Okay, for right now, I'm just going to put that at the back. I'm not sure where it will land in the journal, but there's another little paper clip. And of course, they are fabulous because they are functional as well, right? They're decorative, plus they actually hold things. So later on, when we add some more ephemera to the journal, we'll have places to clip things in that we don't want glued down. So today we did some very simple picture corners. Then we did a chevron envelope. So lots of great storage there. So you have this pocket and this pocket and that pocket. So that is a very fun interactive project to add to our journals. And we did some hidden paper clips. Now, of course, we can come back in and bling those up a little bit later on. I really want to try to find some idea to do with these flags. So I'll give that some thought. We'll find some places for these little embellishments here, there, and everywhere. We'll do that probably towards the end. But there you go. 3 more projects of things to add to your journals. Well, thanks for hanging out with me again. Sorry about filming at night. But I just wanted to make sure, I wasn't sure what's happening tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday, so you'll probably see this Sunday. And I wasn't sure if I would be filming on Sunday or not. We'll see how the day goes. Probably not, because like I said, I need to get that yard work done. So, yeah. Well, thanks for hanging out with me. As always, I enjoy spending time with you guys here in my craft room. And I look forward to our next craft time together. Take care. Bye.